21st, summer solstice 2015. Here's the satellite weather report. We have a little action north of us. You can see the chemtrail activity brought in from California. That was, we showed that yesterday. That's where it's at now. Texas, completely covered. Just about completely covered. Spewing it over into the Midwest to create the drought. The Indigo Sky Full Phase 2 program as they swirl it up into those northeastern states that are getting hit almost on a continuing daily basis. Some plume up here in the west. You can see the chemtrail activity there. Look at that bomb. You can see the lines. That's where they're spraying. Clouds don't form straight lines. Well, it's about, I don't even know what time it is. Sometime in the afternoon, summer solstice. Got this guy spraying some plume if you look real close. Backtail fin nozzle and two different kinds of plume. The one plume is thicker than the one. Look real close, you can tell. I'm gonna back it off. Reel them in again. Then we get a better look. I guess that's the best I'm gonna get it. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, June 22nd, 2015. I'm Joe Clyde, AscensionPathway.com on the Evan Fain YouTube channel. Blocking together the summer solstice and the celebration of the solstice. For people who don't know, the longest day of the summer is the summer solstice, which is in ancient times used to be observed by the ancients, and then they celebrated it the day after, which would be today. I'm clumping both videos together. This is something you may never see again. Look at this. Look at the United States as a whole. All we got is a big conglomerate of chemtrail activity and some storm brewing, which they're putting through the Big Ten states as part of that Midwest. You can still see Missouri and Iowa still getting hammered. Illinois, where I saw the signs of the great White Medusa covering the crops, going across country early in the morning when it was dark, where the farmers can't see it. This is what's happening, people, to our farmlands. But over here where I'm at, you see what we got. Beautiful. I don't know what the government's doing, but they've kind of let off a little bit. Maybe they figured the crops are dying at too fast a pace. They don't want to die us off all at once. But you can see they still got that thing brewing in that Gulf Coast. So that way they can dump Florida whenever they want. They can dump Texas and Louisiana. The thing is, you don't see too much in the South Coast down in there, where Gulf Shores is. At least not as of late. Over here, that bank on that South Pacific, you can see what they're doing. They're bringing a little bit into the Baja, so this is going to start coming up, I would assume, out of the south. So we'll keep an eye on that today. Again, that base I feel they have over here, you can see what they're swirling into that west coast there, northern sector, Washington, Oregon. All right, people. Have a great day. Celebrate the summer solstice. Well, I'm standing out in the middle of the street. I'm not in the great wide open. Just want to show you what we got in that eastern sky. Just a little bit of haze. Sky is gray-blue. Or should I say blue-gray? It's more blue than gray. Northern sector looks good through the trees. Western sector, it's good. Southern sector, well, that little bit you can see through there. Let's just say we're all grateful that there's no active chemtrailing in the sky. Be grateful, because I am. Well, I was just hoping one day they could get by without spraying, but like I said before, those days are long gone as they continue to spray. It's close to 1 o'clock, and out in that southern horizon, we got some fin to work. Check out those fins. Distant, but they're finned. Oh yeah. Well, I am standing straight up, looking up right outside my roof for this guy. For this guy right here. Look at this.
Looks like a silver bullet. Spraying a little afternoon plume over our clear Arizona sky, thus contaminating water. You can see it coming out of that back tail fin nozzle. See the plume? Not out of the jet engines, out of the back tail fin nozzle. Story continues. Well, everyone, it's 5 o'clock. And I got a guy, we got a cloudoid sighting right there. And we got a guy right behind there spraying. He just reduced his plume too. He's somewhere up there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But we got a couple of cloudoids over here. And we'll show you why. Because we got a chemtrail plume right up in there. Faint, but I got it. And a little bit more over here too. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't really see it in the viewfinder. But it's there, nonetheless. Well, I'm in the great wide open, facing the western sky. You can see the chemtrail wisps already laid in. See it at the top of the mountaintop as well. You can see it back in there as well. Okay, it's all coming in from the west, just like we saw in the radar weather report earlier this morning. Look at these wisps. This is already orange peeled. Let me back that off. And then slowly bring it in. See the orange peel there. Then the chemtrail right around over the top of that. See that? So that'll blend in, make it a little thicker. Over top of the mountain, you can see the wind's picking up a little bit. But look at over here. You can see the chemtrail lines back in there. See those? See how they're doming that? And they're just bringing it on over. Now I'm viewing it from the inside of my car because the wind's picking up. And I can see why. They got the chemtrail rails already built back there. And now the wind is blowing them in to an unsuspected public who think these are clouds. Yeah, you're getting the picture yet. Look at those wisps already broken up. And if you look over here, just above the top of my car door, look at the guy spraying the rail back in there. And you know where he's headed? I can tell you right now. He's headed for that plume to make it thicker. He's making another rail. He's making another rail over the existing rails that are already there. Man, that's a pretty nasty plume, because if you look over here, you can see that plume. And it's got the Christmas tree bulb effect already in it. As I pan into that eastern sector, you can see how it's already been built. They already got it lined up. This has the making of a Medusa back in here if they can bring in some more cloudoids. See, it's already starting to be Medusa sized. These bad boys keep on spraying like this guy's doing up in here. Well, I don't have to tell you what's going to happen. You already know. And there's another guy way in the back of this horizon. Way, way back there. He's spraying too. Can you see him back there? Look at that rail. So those rails are coming. They'll get prepared. Look at those rails. The grid's already built. We just need some guys across. Unless they're going to stop the grid and just dome us from now on with that new waveform formula. We'll see. Here's what we have to ask ourselves. Is this plume really needed here? This guy really have to spray that little bit right there? Come on. Really? All right, it's almost 6 o'clock. Looking at that southern horizon and just look at all the trails. They're back at it. Look at the string theory here, huh? Look at the rails. Little focusing issue there, but you can see all the multiple rails, especially in that back horizon. Look back in there real good. Look at those rails. My gosh, just that clump alone. Sorry about the wind. It's picking up here, but what I want to show you is this. This guy up here continuing to spray. See that? Spraying right along. Yeah. Look at that horizon. There's the rails there. See that? I can get that guy in. It's a crapshoot. Oh well, we'll look later. Gotta get this guy. He's got a couple different symmetrical plumes there. There he is. See the difference in the plumes? Look at that. My God. Look at that. Silver bullet. You got it. Well, as you can see, they're doing whatever they want to plume up this guy already. Look at that plume. My God, what are they getting this ready for now? After a couple days of no plume, their guys are back at it spraying again. My God, wish somebody would shoot them down. Again, here's a prime example. They're still spraying out there. Look at this guy laying a plume. Okay, that's right at Mingus Mountain, right in that western sector where that thing in the sky shows up every night. This could be definitely a way to block that from the people's view. Just a suggestion. Oh, sun's white, should be yellow. Again, just moments later, this guy came out of nowhere. Okay, started his plume right at the top there, follow it down. Same with that guy, they both turned. Look, he turned to get into that plume. And he's still going. So they're back spraying heavy duty again over that western sky. So they're going from east to west. We're going to check out that weather report. Maybe they're trying to meet what's coming in out the west. But look at that guy spraying. Look how he turned on an angle too. Look. Come on, people. Look at the mess up there. That's not clouds. You guys gotta take a look at this. 7 o'clock. Look at the chemtrail mess. Look at the rails back there. Southern horizon, look at this rail. Look at the plume. More plume up here. My God. So I pan into that western sector. Look at that. They got the White Medusa. Look at the chemtrail. We got wisps. Look at those wisps. Oh yeah. Look at this chemtrail there. Look at that. There's no need for that. Orange peel over here. More orange peel over there. Wisps. Wisps. Look at those trails. They've gone from trails to wisps. And look at that. Right in the horizon. Yup. You got another guy in there spraying some plume. There he is. Here he comes. That son of a bitch. It's just never gonna stop. That's right where that thing in the sky is gonna be. They're covering it up. People must be waking up to what's happening. Head for the hills and the Bureau's coming. Just stepped outside to see this friggin' plume. Man, what a sight to behold just to walk outside and see plume. Look at this guy's rail. See the rails? Look at that disbursement. Come on, look, it's already changing color. We're gonna go see if we got a Medusa brewing out there. Look at that. Come on. That ain't natural. Look at these, whatever you want to call it back in there. Okay, I don't know what those are. It sure ain't clouds, okay? That's chemtrail plume. Well, we're back. This is the celebration of the summer solstice, June 22nd, 2015. I'm Joseph Clyda for AscensionPathway.com on the Evan Fain YouTube channel. They're bringing you grid work. And yes, they've getting the grid going for something. All right, here's the eastern sector. Again, you can see the color of the soot. But up here, partial grid work going right there. Is this really necessary? You can see where he sprayed over here too, in conjunction with these trails up in there. And look at this trail over here, where he kind of crossed them, the two. That's already wisping. As I pan up and I look up, look at that. All right, more wisps over here, all different, the same color. Okay, wisps aren't supposed to be that color. Okay, that's the chemical in the plume. Just to tell you again, just look at the dark soot on that horizon. That's in the northern sector. Look at the soot. You can see the dark haze around that horizon. See that haze? That's just black soot. As I pan over here into that northwestern sector, you can see how thick that soot is. Look at that dark soot. It'll all be black in another half an hour or so. Up here is the makings of the Medusa. It's a colored Medusa right now. As I keep panning into that western sector, look at this Medusa. And it's all made by chemtrail activities such as these. See the grid work? The X there? It's the major plume there. And then the other plume is over here. See? And look at the wisps. And there's a guy all the way down there spraying plume. See that right in there? And then he just ended it there. See what he did? Over here, more makings of the Medusa. She's not quite in full bloom, but she's getting there. And she'll be black by tonight. And over here, you can see another chemtrail back in there. My God, people. It's right in there. See the chemtrail line? Tried to covertly sneak it by me. It ain't working. I'll find him. Anyway, as I pan into that southern sector, that's where the haze is most prominent. It's already dark back in there. You can't even see through it. So, another story of the grid work shows you on June 22nd. This is your celebration of the summer solstice, people. Chemtrail activity and plume that'll soon be black.